Hello and welcome to the Redlands Bicycle Classic training video. My name is Mark Shaw and I'm the president of the Redlands Bicycle Classic. Let me be one of the very first to thank you for your interest in our race and for agreeing to be a volunteer. The Redlands Bike Classic is a nationally renowned stage race covering 5 days throughout the Inland Empire. The Redlands Classic is actually one of the longest continually running stage races in the country. What makes us unique compared to other races is you, the volunteers, make it happen. There's nobody on our committee that's paid. There are no volunteers. There's no race. Throughout our weekend in April, we see teams from all over the continental United States as well as from Canada. There will be over 200 men and women participating in this year's event. And in order to keep them safe, we need your help. So hopefully you'll enjoy the next few minutes, give you a little idea of what to expect, what to do, and how to keep yourself comfortable as you help make this year's Redlands Bicycle Classic a success.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Ken Wright. I'm from the Redlands Police Department. We're here to talk about safety with the Redlands Bicycle Classic, one of the largest races in the United States. Right, before I begin about safety, I want to cover some other topics that are very important to the Bicycle Classic. A couple things we want to look at first. Checking in. Your souvenir items that you're going to receive, the location set up where you'll be located at, your role as a marshal, and then we're going to cover the safety features you're going to need to know and follow during the race. Alright, let's first take a look at check-in. You will be checking in at a designated location on the morning of each day you attend. Check-in time will be approximately 1 to 1.5 hours prior to your volunteer time. The location and time of check-in will be relayed to you via phone, email, or text approximately 1 week prior to the race week. The Chief Race Marshal will be giving you your assigned location at check-in. All right, next I'm going to introduce my good friend Jack here. He's going to go over the souvenirs you're going to receive here. First one is our Race Marshal shirt. You're going to be wearing this for your safety during the event. You're going to have your water so you'll have something to drink, and you're going to have your map of the route. All right, now let's look at when you go to your location. You'll likely see a portable A-frame type barricade that's going to be dropped off at your location. You will set it up in the street as instructed by the race staff, and as you are delivered to your assigned location, you're going to want to locate those barricades and you'll get instructed on the positions of your barricades. Let's take a look at just one. This is a A-frame type barricade. It's just a nice folding barricade, and you can fold this directly out with your hands. You might also see something, an A-frame type barricade with road closed. This one will help you control traffic and tell the cars which route to take and which route not to take. All right, after you get your barricades set up, what you want to do is become familiar with your intersection and your area. You want to familiarize yourself with alternate routes and which directions that you can give people to take that will go around the racetrack or to get them to where they need to go. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about one of the most important responsibilities that you're going to have as a race marshal, to ensure safety of the riders and the public, and to have a positive environment around you and within the race. We know that the Redlands Bicycle Classic's #1 priority is safety for the riders and safety for the public and safety for the event marshals. All right, so let's look at some important rules you're going to need to follow. Never place yourself in a dangerous position. Never turn your back on vehicles, and don't step in front of a moving vehicle. Never send vehicles against the flow of the race. You're going to want to keep those vehicles going along the same route if they have to get onto the racetrack. Keep the track time gaps between riders. You're going to need to pay attention to when the riders pass and which groups of riders are traveling with the comm cars. So that timing is going to be critical so that you can get the public either to their home or to their business or onto the track and off the track as soon as possible. So let's also remember, you need to remain calm. Some of the pedestrians or drivers that you might come across might be angry because of the situation. Remain calm, tell them that you're going to help them out as soon as you can, and we're going to get them to where they need to be. The Bicycle Classic also provides many resources for you. We have the personnel involved are Highland Sheriffs, the Highland Police, the Yucaipa Sheriffs, the Yucaipa Police Department, the Redlands Police Department, and many of our law enforcement personnel who are volunteers that volunteer for the Classic just like you. The Bicycle Class staff is also available, and many of our officials will be there in case you have a problem. If you have an emergency, remember all the resources that will be available to you, and also remember to call 911. Please give your name, your location, and a callback number so that we can get medical aid or the treatment that you need to your location. All right, so let's take a look at your position on the racetrack. Please don't leave your position until you are relieved by a law enforcement officer, a race official, or someone that is officially involved in the race that can give you authority to leave. If you leave your position, that leaves it open for vehicles and pedestrians to get on the racetrack, and that could cause a safety hazard. Okay, so let's look at some hand signs you're going to use. When you want to direct traffic, some of the hand signs are going to be obvious. Put your hand out with your palm up towards the person you want to stop. It's got to be directly at them. And then when you want that other person that might be either near them or to cross the road to move, you're going to make sure that they have your attention. You're going to point to them, and then you're going to move with your hand in which direction you would like them to go. Once they have moved or crossed the racetrack, then you can point to that person you've stopped, and then you can give them direction by pointing, getting their attention, and then directing them to where you would like them to go. So in addition to your hand signals, you also can use your souvenir whistle to also direct the people at the same time you're using your hand signals. And in some positions, it might be required for an air horn to actually direct people or stop them, or to just get their attention because the racers are on their way. Something like this, you're going to tap the back of it, and people are going to be aware of what you're trying to direct them to do. Okay, so let's look at the things an event marshal will need to bring to the race. You're going to need the proper clothing. You're going to need water, a chair, snacks, sunscreen, and a pen and paper. Wearing the proper clothing will help protect you from the rain, the wind, the cold, the sun, maybe even dress in layers. We are not sure what the weather will be like, so let's be prepared as a race marshal. In addition to clothing, let's look at some other important items, again, that I just talked about. Water. Race staff is going to provide you water, but we also want you to be prepared and bring extra water with you. And also remember, bring a chair. You're welcome to sit down, use the chair, but we don't want you using it when you're directing traffic. We want you to be standing up, pay attention to the cars in the roadway and the riders as they go by. So use the chair to relax only at the proper time. Remember to bring snacks. Food is normally provided, but it's also, we can't guarantee it being timely. So if you have extra snacks with you, that's going to help you have a more pleasant time at your location. All right, so let's do a quick recap. Safety for the riders, the citizens, and yourself are very important. The Redlands Bicycle Classic Committee will provide you with an official race marshal shirt that you're going to wear at all times during the race and during your time at the event. And the committee will also be providing you and make every effort to get you lunch or a snack to your location so that you have something to eat. And also, you're going to want to review the Race Marshal Instruction Handbook at redlandsclassic.org. And always remember, you are an ambassador for one of the greatest stage races in the United States. You may be the only contact a person has with the race, so we really want you to make it a positive one. Late notice volunteers are always welcome as long as they check in and review the training video. Thank you for your participation with us in the largest continuous running professional bike race in the country. We look forward to getting to know you. The Redlands Bicycle Classic are where legends are born.
So thank you for taking a few moments to watch our brief training video. I hope you found it informative, maybe even a little bit entertaining. From all of us here at the Redlands Bicycle Classic, we'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and help us put on what we think is one of the very best cycling events in the country. During the weekend, if there's anything that we can do to help you, if you have any questions, please reach out to either the race marshal coordinator, our volunteer coordinator, or any of us that are roaming around with a black shirt on. We would certainly be happy to answer your questions and make you as comfortable as you can possibly be. But once again, most importantly, thank you very much for your commitment to our event and for your help.